Tre Holloman has committed to NC State. The jig is out. And now
The
he's
jig
in,
is
what is
up.
it? Rally? Is that where they're at?
The jig is up, man.
Jig is up. Great photo shoot for Trey. I will say that. This red wall they got, pretty
Yeah.
nice.
That's
Uh,
that's that's spelling though.
yeah, committed with one M.
Yeah, but maybe he meant to do that.
You think so?
Yeah,
Why would he mean to do that?
because I need to earn the other M.
Okay.
Hashtag defend the M.
I guess that's true. Tradition has never been more vulnerable. Do you like this? I mean, the answer is no. I feel like you don't like this move. We all agree he should have stayed at Michigan State. But as far as like deciding you're out, then what?
Yeah,
Do you think that NC State is a good destination for Trey Holloman?
I do. I also think it's very evidently clear, despite what he tried to say or anyone tried to say, why this move was made now. Like this leaves no room for gray area.
What is that? Because we heard a lot of things, right? We
He
heard he wants
got
to start
he
at point
got
guard.
he got paid.
That's what this was?
He got paid. And also he might be their starting point. I don't know what else. I don't know what NC State's roster is going to look like for the rest, like who they're adding. Not even sure like who he's bringing from McNeese or something like that. But yeah, he got paid.
What did he get paid? What's the alleged number?
I haven't even seen a legend number. I just know that he did.
What do you think the
It's
alleged
NC
number?
State and it's Will Wade.
What do you think the alleged number is?
Hmm. Let's see. Carry the cups. Um, Probably like 1.6.
Wow. 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 I'll take the under on that, but wow. Yeah, to your point, nothing says it's not about the money like committing to play for Will Wade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's funny.
nothing says that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I am surprised no one's made this point yet. Shout out to Ethan in the Discord, who I think nailed this. I think all the reasons we've heard from Trey and his family and from us and everyone involved, it's not money. It's not to play point guard. You know why he transferred, right?
Why?
Well, he just wants to go to a school that has made a Final Four recently. He wants to win.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I mean,
Yeah,
NC State in the Final Four one season ago.
that's
So,
true.
yeah, I guess you can see it, right? You want to probably in your last year in college, you really want to compete for a championship.
Yep, does make sense. They do have the Final Four pedigree.
Just jokes. Shout out to Ethan for that. I was disgusted. I didn't come up with that on my own. Do you think he starts at point guard?
Um, my quick answer is yes, but
Really?
I don't know who else NC State is in on. They kind of had like Kadir Copeland as like this virtuoso point guard last year for McNeese. I felt like a good part. I also think I don't know if they got Sincere Parker to commit or not. Like he might play point. I think he starts.
Just starts somewhere?
Yeah, I think so. Unless now you can't sleep on my dog Willie Wade, Maybach Willie. He's definitely out there trying to get other guys and throwing bags around. So he could get other people. But as it stands right now, I feel like yeah.
So Quadir Copeland is committed to NC State right now.
Okay.
I believe Holloman and Copeland are the only two, but then there's a whole lot of offers out there from NC State. They're rumored with like a bunch of the biggest name money
Yeah.
guys possible.
Yeah.
So you could see Holloman, Copeland, Mackenzie Mbako could end up at NC State.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. Is that team stinks, I think, right?
Yeah, they're gritty though.
ACC, stinking in the ACC, you could still be like third in the league and make the tournament.
Yeah, ACC might be better this year though,
Really?
as a whole.
Really? I mean, Louisville, Duke, maybe Carolina flips it around.
Yeah, okay. I think Miami will be better.
Yeah.
Better-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still the ASS conference. Don't get it twisted. I do think I think he'll have an elite time punking point guards in the ACC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just a little softer of a conference.
Yeah, just go around wreaking havoc.
Yeah.
Uh, my guess would be that Trey Holloman is not the point guard at NC State. I still think that was a narrative that's been spun up that isn't real. I think he's going to start, play big minutes, probably have a role very similar to what he had at Michigan State, make more money at NC State because they overpaid him, and probably win a lot less. I think everyone involved knew what he was signing up for here. Hopefully, Tre Holloman gets what he is after. As long as the checks cash, I would assume he does.
Yeah, and as he should. Like, I think this is going to be the biggest payday that Trey Holloman's going to make as a basketball player, and he should take advantage of it, and he did.
Can't get mad at that. Um, so last year at Michigan State, he averaged 9 points, 3.7 assists in 23 minutes a game. Hard to actually take those per game numbers like 9 and 3 as anything serious when one, you're only playing 23 minutes a game. Two, you were playing entirely off the ball usually. I mean, he played backup point guard, but like that team had both Fears, who was always on the ball, and Jace, who started getting more and more on the ball at the end of the year.
Hmm.
So I do think it's one of those things where like we probably don't know what Holloman's capable of if he is more on the ball. It could go wrong. Like he could end up having opportunities for things he can't do, and it could go south really quick. Or maybe him and his family are right. He bets on himself and has a career year here, even if the team's not all that good. We interrupt this sleepers video to talk directly to you, our loyal listener. Have you ever found yourself watching us two idiots thinking, hey, I wish there was a very easy, small way for me to show a token of my appreciation for all of their hard work on all these videos I love to watch? Well, now we have just the way to do that.
Thanks to the beautiful folks over at Underdog Fantasy. They are helping us out this month, presenting a lot of the content coming out this month, giving you a chance with a amazing offer that you can use using our promo code that Gregory will tell you more about.
Yeah, so college hoop season's over, but we got like big time golf tournaments. The NBA playoffs are coming. Baseball season's underway. There's still a bunch of sports on. There's still a bunch of ways to play with Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SLEEPERS. As a new customer, you can get up to 1,000 bonus credits plus a free pick. It's one of the most fun ways to play. It's a great way to support us. And on some actual like non-ad read stuff, talking genuinely here, really helps us because if Underdog loves us, if we get a lot of people to sign up, they're going to help us continue to bring you the content that you love. Show your support. Join Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credits and a free pick. What do you think is more likely to happen there?
Um, I'm gonna assume he gets more minutes, which I think will lead to visually better numbers. I don't think it'll look all that different though.
Okay.
I could see him getting to like 12 a game,
Okay.
maybe 13. That might be stretching it, but 12 a game, like five assists, like you feel good. But
I was trying to talk through with the Discord yesterday. What's the ceiling for Trey Holloman individually next year? Like, say he hits his best case scenario. And in my head, I came up with like maybe 13 and 6.
yeah, honestly, yeah, I would say cap, like obviously like best year would be like 13, 14, and like five.
I think he could get 6 assists.
Did he get six?
I think he's actually a phenomenal passer that's never really been tasked with it.
Mm,
So it
yeah,
could work if he's the primary point. I don't know.
yeah,
Can I do a devious question?
yeah.
Can we call it a segment so it acts like I have to do this for an ad read that doesn't exist, so I'm not just
Mm,
doing this on my own? Okay.
mm.
This is a segment I like to call Devious Questions presented by the coffee pot that my wife makes every morning.
I
Uh,
already know where this is going.
who has a better individual season next season, Tre Holloman or Jeremy Fierce? Who is the better point guard next season? Individually, not where does the team go?
It just individually, not with just better stats.
Individually, who has the better season as a player individually? Jeremy Fears, the floor general, or Tre Holloman, the logo general?
Oh, logo general goes crazy. Who has the better stats?
I didn't say stats. I said better season.
Better season?
Better season taking team success out of it. Who is the better player?
So if it's the better season by taking the team success out of it, that's stats.
Stats would be a big part of it. You can define it however you. I'm not just asking like who has raw production because
Correct.
correct me
Trey.
if I'm wrong. I think we both agree Holloman's likely going to have better stats.
Yeah, Trey.
But that's not the question I'm asking on stats. I'm asking you who's the better player individually one season next season. Because long term, again, I'm not trying to stir drama up. I just think it's an interesting question. Long term, we would both take Fierce. Culturally, even for 1 year, I would probably take Fierce. Like, I understand all that he means to Michigan State, all the extra things he does. And you have 3 more seasons of that guy versus 1 more season of a kid that wanted to get paid. Having Fears is the right side to be on. But for 1 season, there's a world that Tre Holloman is just a better player than Jeremy Fears. And that's what I'm asking you. Who will be the better player next season?
To quote the Jigathon, the Jiggy Way or No Way, as he refers to himself, his pinned tweet is "Stay where y'all at when the tables turn. Give me Fears."
You stayed where you're at, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Me asking this question is obviously devious. Again, devious questions presented by the coffee pot that my wife makes in the morning. But am I stretching to say that if you really take the Holloman family at their word, which is a dangerous game in the first place, if you take them at their word that this is about he wants to play point guard,
Mhm.
that carries some inherent level of that's the guy you think I'm better than? The floor general? Do you think that that is an element of what's going on here with Tre Holloman? Like, is he going to go to NC State on some prove it shit to obviously he likes those guys, but do you
Yeah,
think that's
it
an
might
element of
honestly might be funny to see him in prove it mode because I think prove it mode leads to them losing more.
prove it would be a bad thing for NC
Yeah,
State?
him proving it probably be a bad thing, but um yeah, I think that there's definitely going to be moments where you're like, I think Trey is going to be better than what Fears is going to be next season. Now I don't know if that's better for Michigan State or better for anything else that counts in end all be all, which is winning games. But I do think that Trey is going to be productive at NC State.
There's also a very, very clear path world to Fears just being better than Holloman next year.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be nice.
I'm not teeing this up as like it's a guarantee Holloman's better. Like Fears could absolutely just like take a leap that Holloman didn't, and
Yeah,
it could work.
but
Um, Last question from me. Once again, devious question number two, presented by the coffee pot
that coffee
upstairs.
pot being installed is crazy.
Crazy. Uh, what would Trey Holloman have to do in order to revisit this next March and say that Michigan State made a mistake here?
That is devious.
Because there's two ways to define the Michigan State mistake. Number one, if you believe that Michigan State has money, Michigan State could have thrown a haymaker overpay offer at Holloman.
Mhm.
And two, the rest of what we're talking about. They chose one point guard over another guy who thought he should be the point guard.
Mm.
So what would 1 year from Holloman need to look like for us to get to next March and be like, that was a mistake?
I don't know if there's anything feasible he can do.
You don't think there is a world?
No.
As long as Fears is like on an upward trajectory, there is no world.
Yeah.
What if he's like NC State's best player and they make a Sweet 16?
Well, that shit won't happen.
No chance of that happening?
Zero chance.
0%, huh?
0%.
Okay. Let the record show that somebody believed in you, Jig.
Can't wait to begin my hate watch.
Somebody on this program once believed in the Jigathon.
Isn't this, do they do this?
You know what? All lay down.
Wolfpack down.
All who are able, all lay down, Cart. It's no
Wolves,
longer. I can't
Wolves
believe
haven't,
you made
Wolves,
people rise for
Wolf
this.
packs haven't been hot since goddamn Twilight when Bella and all them was in the cut. All right, no one even knows wolves anymore. People are husky people now.
Congratulations to
Fucking
Trey
wolves.
Holloman.
Grow up. Go to an airport.
Congratulations to Trey Holloman, Spartan legend, defender of tradition, the logo general. I'm looking forward to how this season goes.